I love to have parties. To do that, I use my Google Calendar. And I'd like to show you how to use your Google Calendar along with your contacts and how you can make party inviting very easy. We go to the calendar. To go to the calendar, you pick amongst any of these apps. Notice that I'm logged in here, and you can go to the calendar down here. See that? And look at this. So this has actually got some nice features to it. You can show this calendar by the day, week, month, year. And then you have options down here where you can show what you want on your calendar as far as the events. Say I'm going to schedule a party and I want it to happen. Oh, let's pick this day. This is March, the first week in March. And say we're going to have a party on Friday the 8th for some reason. Okay, maybe we want it at noon because we want people to not have to drive in the dark. So we can just click here on noon and we can add what kind of party it can be. Okay, and this is where the date is. And a lot of times rather than just fill everything out here, I go to the more options. And from here, you can extend the time. Let's say it's a 6-hour party. That ought to tire everybody out, right? Okay, and here you can add the location. You can actually say something like, well, maybe you're going to have it at, I was thinking Tony's Pizzas, but I don't think we have. What's the pizza place that's closed here? Let's say we're going to have it at the Pizza Hut. They can deal with us for a good 6 hours, right? So we're all going to meet at the Pizza Hut. Over here, we can see that we can open this location on Maps. And at this point, you have the Maps application that's found in Google. And you can actually do directions and know how to get there. You can close this here, or you can bring it out to a whole new tab. I'm just going to close this for now. So this is how you actually book your party. You can add all kinds of notifications through email or just a notification to your computer. What's nice about the notifications is if you have a smart speaker, that Alexa, then Alexa will tell you. She'll announce it in the house. You can be out and about doing your business in the house and you'll get a notification that says in 10 minutes or half an hour here. And here you can say, okay, now this is where you can add guests. So here you can actually add some guests to your list. Well, hey, say I don't know who my guests are at this point. So I want to create some contacts with labels. Labels are another really wonderful thing that you will see. And here, I don't have any contacts. You can add birthdays too. Here we've got labels down here. And we're going to create a label. I'm just going to call it party right there, okay? So now we've got a label called party, and we can assign that to certain people we have in our email address. And here we can say contacts, create a contact, and we can create a contact with a picture, or we can actually use their own picture. Key lime pie, that sounds pretty good. How many of you like key lime pie? Key. And say this person's email, because you want to send the party invitations out through email. You'll say limepie@gmail.com. And this is where you can say, there's a label there, but it's kind of deceptive. So what you want to do is you want to use this label up here, which allows you to use your defined labels. Okay, and you can keep adding contacts and they will show up in your contact list. So now when we arrow back, I've got limepie@gmail.com. Okay, and this is where you can use your contact to do other things. So at this point, I can go over to my calendar and I can click on my party event and say I have multiple contacts and they all have well, not all of them. I have multiple contacts and many of them have the party exclamation point as the label. This label, pick this, and don't forget to click this apply, because if you just click out, that's not going to save it. And that's when I said unsaved changes. What? It looks like down here it does have the party guest. So when I go to the calendar and I go to add my guests, I'm going to refresh here to make sure that it picks up any additions to my lists and labels. Now it does show forgotten guest and key lime pie, and so it automatically puts their information out there. Okay, and then when they receive your invitation, they'll be able to accept or decline, and you'll notice that these will show accept or decline. That's essentially how I maintain a list of invitees for the parties that I have. Thanks for joining us at Aw Crap. Please subscribe if you can. It doesn't cost you anything. And have a fantastic and beautiful day.